Welcome back, everyone. And in these next four little drawings, these are the exercises. They're in your book, but you've got them on here that you can look at. And before you watch the videos, try your best to draw these out yourself. And if you need to, then resort to the videos because it helps you to learn when you make the effort to try it on your own. So again, I'm going to jump in here. I'm going to draw all of them up on one file here. And on this one, I'm going to start out by doing this square. It's a 3-inch square. I could use rectangle up here. I could use all kinds of things, but just for this purpose, just to help you with the polylines, I'm going to use just a regular line. And I'll go around this thing, 3, enter, click it back there. And you all see it's just individually segments, 4 segments. To make that all together as one piece and join it, I do a PE, which is polyline edit, type it in. Click on one of the lines. You want to turn it into one. Y for yes. And then come down here. You can either hit J or click on join. Grab them all. Enter. Now escape a few times. Go down there and it should be all one piece. Now offset. And the offset is 0.25 typical. And there we go. We take right off of offsetting all that. Now we've got a 45 degree here. We got another square, but I really don't know what size it is, but I do know this is a 45 degree by looking at it, because the angle this way would be, because this would be a 90 degree on a rectangular square. So very easily I come down here, set this to 45, my polar tracking line, click here, see it gets it going, click. I hit my space bar to be fast about it. Trim out what I don't need. And now just put me a line right down the center. Offset 0.25, which is already there. I could just hit enter. So I'm just going to just grab it and go with it. Come down here, do the same thing. We just want to do one side and then we're going to rotate it around, or at least I am. You could do it, you could do each one of them like this. It wouldn't matter. But I want to do this. Put me a line right through the center of this so I can find my midpoint. The midpoint of that line is the dead center of this. And now what I want to do is called, and we're going to get into this a little bit later. We could do, well, we'll save the array for later. Let's just do a mirror. I'll do a mirror image. Click on that, mirror. What parts do you want? Click one time, you make your selection box will be a rectangle. Right click to enter. Where is my center point? I catch the midpoint there. I catch the midpoint there. We're good. Let's do it again. Let's do a rotate this time. Let's rotate this one up. And very simply, we'll just do rotate. Grab all that. Right click to enter. There's my center point. Turn it around, or I could have hit 90, whichever way, it doesn't matter. No, 90 put down there. We could have done another minus 90. Put it back up there. So we've got everything. All we have to do is just simply just mirror over like we did to begin with. Mirror all of this. Make sure you get everything. Enter. And this time you're going to go from center to center. Just get the midpoint of the same lines on both sides. And there you have it. So let's go on. Let's do this next one here. And it is interlacement. And on it, you have, it looks like a 2-inch square. So I just go in here and I want to use the square this time. Rectangle. And it is 2, 2. And y'all see what I did? I'm not at 0, 0, so I can't do that. I got to click at 2, 2. Offset is 0.2. Going to the inside. All right, sweet. Now I want to show you a trick. I want to put this line in here so I can find my center of it. Grab all of it, do a copy, catch that midpoint, bring it out there, and what I want to do now So I want to rotate it. I just want to show you how this works. Just rotate it 45. I can type in 45. And now just grab the whole thing and just do a move. Catch that midpoint to that midpoint, and you've got it. Just that quick and easy. And I shouldn't have deleted those lines because I do need to know where a midpoint is. And that would be our midpoint there. Then, you just got to go in here and trim out those interlacements, however they've got them set up, You guys can kind of see how that works. But now, we're going to put this octagon in here. And you go polygon. And how many sides? Looks like it's an 8-sided octagon. Center point is right there. And you are going to be on the outside. And I don't really know where that's going to be. So I hit this, and I'm able to come up here. When I hit that circumference, I can go up here and just click on it. Y'all see what I'm saying? I can just go up here and click on that point, that end point, or that peak, or the vertex of that. Click on it. You got it. Offset, again, 0.2. And we're just going to put a circle around it from the midpoint out. Just go up here on radius and just go up here and touch that top. And then you just got a little bit of trimming to do, okay? All right, let's see what the next ones are in here. We got 2 more to do, and this one's going to be fairly easy as well. No sweat. So I'm going to start out with this circle. That's all the information I really have. It's a diameter of 4. And then I've got this pentagon. So click on it. 5. Center. Got it. And then you're going to be on the outside of it. So it'd be circumference. You're on the circumference of that circle. And we know it's 4. And I goofed that up because I'll show you next time we get to it. It's circumscribed, and the radius, I put in the diameter, so the radius is 2. Looks a little better, doesn't it? Now let's put go back and use that same polygon command again. This time I want to have a 4-sided. All right. And it's going to be right there in the center. But this time it's going to be inside that circle right there, which would be inscribed. And inside that, so it's what is the radius? 4 is the diameter, so 2 would be the radius. Boom, you're in. Hit your polygon again. 3 sides, going to have a triangle in this thing. And we need to find the center of it. Right there's my center. And I want to hit circumscribed on this one so I can come up. Nope, I need to hit inscribed. Let's try that again. Trial and error there. And there's my center point, inscribed. Come up there and just touch that point. And actually, that will be correct, but I'm missing a circle in there. I need to put that circle in there, but I'll click there anyways. Come up here and hit my center radius, that circle. Bring that circle up here and just touch it. And then you got one more triangle to put in. Be right there, center point there. Inscribed. That way I can just come down and touch that point, and you've got it. The next one is a position sensor. And for this one, it's not going to be anything difficult. You just got to get this all laid out first down here at the bottom. See if I can get that a little bit larger so I can see it. So I want to start out down here. It looks like 1.25 typical all the way around. It's the radius. So I'm just going to go start right here with this 1.25. All right. And I want to find this center line here, which is a radius of 6. All right, then I want to get these position lines here. The position for our center line is 30 degrees off center. So I come over here, 30 degrees. So right there is straight up. Coming over, there's 30 degrees off of it. This one's 45, so I got to set my polar tracking at 45 this time. There's 0. There's my 45. So, again, come here. This is 1.25 typical. Spacebar repeats the command. There we go. Now, I want to take, and we've got the little holes in here. We could go ahead and knock those out. Diameter 1.25 there, so we can do all that. Might as well. So got that. These up here are 1-inch diameters. Let's go ahead and knock those out. Make sure it's diameter. All right. Now I'm going to come in here and put this, which you could do with a tan radius. Very simple. Tan radius, click this to this and do a 2.5, just like that. So we got that in there. Let's do a little trim on it so we can clean it up. So it's not in the way. Line, and I want to hit this and go up here and hit this tangent. And again, if you want to go to your tools, go to Toolbars, AutoCAD, you can open up your Object Snap little toolbar, and I can pull it right in there. You can do that by hitting line. Now find your tangent command, which is this one. Get that tangent, and you can use this, and you click it again, hit this, but you can also hit your control button at the same time, hit your right mouse button, and it'll bring this up. It's just a little faster, and you'll notice this the more you draw. You can hit tangent there as well, and you should be able to find it. Tangent. There we go. All right, it's looking good. So now we're going to go across the top of this thing. So the thing of it is, I don't have any dimensions up here, but I do know the radius is 6 to right there. And from right there to this top of this radius here is 1.25, so it'd be 7.25 from all the way. You're just adding it up. So I could do this. I can come in here and hit me a center radius. Click this. 7.25. Enter. I could do that. Or you could very simply just went here on center radius, click there, and just come up here and touch that point right there. Either way, clean all this junk up. Looking so good so far. I'm going to just get rid of these for the time being so I can see what I'm doing. I'll get rid of this point for the time being. And we got a 0.75 offset, so offset 0.75. Very simple. Just go through this and put it all in, no problem. And now just there's different ways you can do this. Here is a fillet command, and it'll ask you down here some questions. You want to hit radius, and this thing has a 0.5 radius on it. You can read it down here in the notes. You just click there to there, space bar there to there, space bar there to there, space bar, and you guys can kind of see how that works out. And then go in there and trim out, of course, the things that you do not need. And you'll see your little, looks like a gasket of some sort or a bracket or something like that. But you'll see it come to life. And hopefully this helped you out. If you need more help with this, just let